We're learning more about a fiery crash in Madison County that left a Tennessee man dead. Investigators say 61-year-old Robert Duncan crashed into the rock wall at the intersection of highways 2570 and 208 yesterday. That's where News 13's Sherrill Barber joins us from live. Sherrill, witnesses told you he never hit the brakes.
They didn't hear the sound of screeching tires, and there are no skid marks on the pavement here where the truck crashed and burst into flames.
I was inside behind the counter and I looked up because a car went by so fast it caught my attention.
Jemima Cook says it was business as usual at her store on the banks of the Laurel River when she noticed the speeding truck.
It was a white vehicle and I turned my head to the right just in time to hear the crash.
She heard the violent collision as the truck slammed head-on into the rock cliff.
Never heard any brakes. Nothing of that sort. I couldn't actually see the crash from the way the wall was, but by the time I got around the counter and out the door, it was already in flames.
Jemima called 911 and two other drivers stopped to help. Drivers heading eastbound on Highway 2570 have a clear view of the cliff and the intersection. She says the crash is a disturbing mystery.
I don't know if it was accelerating, but it was clearly not trying to slow down.
There are plenty right-hand turn. Apparently, they were ignored. In addition to 3 sections of rumble strips cars must drive over, there are bright yellow yield signs and a T sign.
I believe he stayed in his lane, but then turned towards the cliff, which wouldn't have been the natural move if it was a automotive malfunction of some sort.
Troopers say interviews with Robert Duncan's family show no indication the crash was intentional or due to a health problem. Following the intense fire, the vehicle is barely identifiable as a Chevrolet Avalanche truck. Emergency workers say this intersection has had few serious accidents in the recent past.
We had a fatality there. It's been more than 10 years ago. Last year in July we had a wreck, and September a wreck. They were minor wrecks. No fatalities.
Now, troopers say that their investigation continues, but they have very little to work with in this case because of the intense fire that followed the crash. Reporting live in Madison County, I'm Sherrill Barber, News 13.